thriving and preparing for transformation. In life, we often encounter difficulties, scarcity, and failures that make us feel abandoned. These are the moments when we wonder, why do I have to go through this? It can feel like everything is falling apart, as if we are lost in a storm with no clear way forward. But the truth is, the most remarkable individuals, those who are called for a higher purpose, often experience the most challenging trials before stepping into a season of extraordinary growth. If you are going through hardships, it may not be a sign that you are forsaken. Instead, it could be proof that you are being prepared for something greater. Have you ever faced a difficult time that later turned out to be a blessing? Share your story in the comments with 77. Understanding the purpose of hardships. Great leaders, successful entrepreneurs, and those who have fulfilled their dreams did not get there easily. Many endured dark days, painful setbacks, and moments of despair. However, they remained steadfast, patient, and faithful. They understood that everything they endured was shaping them into the person they needed to become. Look at the lives of Joseph, Abraham, and Peter in the Bible, three powerful examples that illustrate this principle. Their journeys teach us that struggles are not punishments but preparations for something bigger. Joseph, from slave to the palace. Joseph was a young man blessed with prophetic dreams that revealed his future power and influence. He saw visions of himself rising to a position of authority, but instead of stepping into that destiny immediately, his life took an unexpected turn. His brothers, filled with jealousy, sold him into slavery. He was taken to Egypt, where he was forced to serve in a foreign land. But even in his lowest moments, Joseph remained faithful. He worked diligently, gaining favor in the household of Potiphar, a high-ranking Egyptian official. Just when things seemed to be improving, Joseph was falsely accused and thrown into prison. Once again, he faced hardship, yet he did not lose hope. He continued to serve, interpreting dreams for fellow prisoners. Eventually, his gift of interpretation reached Pharaoh, who summoned him and was amazed by Joseph's wisdom. Overnight, Joseph was elevated from a prisoner to the second most powerful man in Egypt. He played a crucial role in saving Egypt and neighboring nations from famine. What seemed like years of misfortune was, in reality, a divine plan preparing him for leadership. Lesson from Joseph: your current struggles might be shaping you for a leadership role you cannot yet see. Keep the faith and remain diligent, even in tough times. Have you ever felt like life was against you, only to realize later that it was leading you to something greater? Comment 77 if you can relate. Abraham, faith and the power of waiting. Abraham received a divine promise: his descendants would be as numerous as the stars. However, this promise did not come to fulfillment immediately. He and his wife, Sarah, waited for years without a child. At times, they doubted and questioned whether God had forgotten them. Despite moments of doubt, Abraham ultimately chose to trust God. His faith was tested when he was asked to sacrifice Isaac, the very son he had waited so long for. Though it was an incredibly difficult test, Abraham obeyed, believing that God's plan was greater than his understanding. In the end, God provided a ram as a substitute, showing that Abraham's faith was not in vain. Through his lineage, countless generations were blessed. Lesson from Abraham: delays are not denials. Sometimes, the greatest promises require the greatest patience. Trust in divine timing. Are you waiting for something big in your life? Type 77 if you are holding on to faith for something amazing. Peter, obedience leads to miracles. Peter, a seasoned fisherman, spent an exhausting night fishing but caught nothing. Imagine his frustration and disappointment after working tirelessly with no results. Then, Jesus told him to cast his net one more time. It seemed illogical. Why would one more attempt make a difference? But Peter chose to obey. When he followed the Lord's command, something incredible happened. His net was suddenly filled with an overwhelming amount of fish. The same waters that had given him nothing before now overflowed with abundance. This story reveals a powerful truth: obedience, even when it does not make sense, can lead to unimaginable blessings. Lesson from Peter: your breakthrough may come when you least expect it. Don't give up too soon, trust and act in faith. If you've ever experienced an unexpected blessing, share it in the comments with 77 so we can celebrate together. Your struggles are not in vain. It is easy to feel discouraged when faced with difficulties. But remember, hardship is not the end of your story, it is part of your transformation. The struggles you face today are shaping you into the person you need to become for tomorrow. Every challenge refines your character, strengthens your resilience, and deepens your wisdom. Just like gold must go through fire to be purified, you must endure trials to grow into your full potential. What should you do when facing difficulties? Keep the faith, trust that your struggles have a purpose, even if you don't understand it yet. Stay diligent, continue working hard, even when you don't see immediate results. Be patient, remember that good things take time. Your breakthrough is coming. Listen to divine guidance. Sometimes, the answers we need come when we quiet our hearts and trust in wisdom greater than our own. Surround yourself with encouragement, find a community that uplifts and strengthens your faith. What's one lesson you've learned from a difficult time in your life? Type 77 and let's grow together. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Difficult seasons are not signs that you have been forgotten. They are signs that you are being prepared for something greater. Keep believing, keep pushing forward, and one day, you will step into the blessings that have been prepared for you. If this message inspires you, make sure to leave a 77 in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next powerful lesson. In the previous section, we explored the stories of Joseph, Abraham, and Peter, great figures who overcame adversity to achieve the glory they were destined for. But how can we apply these principles in our modern lives? Sparkles, have you ever faced a major challenge and learned something valuable from it? Share your thoughts in the comments by typing 77. Every path to success comes with its own set of obstacles. Don't think that you are the only one facing difficulties. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up lies in how they respond to challenges. Challenges are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. If you're struggling, it may be a sign that you're on the verge of a breakthrough. Feeling like a failure doesn't mean you are one. Sometimes, all you need to do is keep moving forward, even when the results aren't visible yet. Learn to enjoy the journey because growth comes from the process, not just the final result. Are you currently facing a challenge? Comment 77 to receive encouragement from the community. When facing difficulties, the easiest option is to quit or wait for a miracle to happen. But if you look at the stories of great figures, you will notice one common trait: they always took action. Joseph worked diligently even when he was sold into slavery. Abraham obeyed even when he didn't see God's promise fulfilled immediately. Peter cast his net again, even after catching nothing all night. Faith-driven action opens new doors. You can't just sit and wait for a miracle, you need to step forward in faith, even when results aren't immediate. Have you ever experienced a moment when you almost gave up, but by pushing forward, something amazing happened? Share your story in the comments by typing 77. Success doesn't happen overnight. It is the result of patience, discipline, and continuous commitment. Just like a seed takes time to grow, so do your dreams. Just like muscles need constant training to develop, so does your mindset. Ask yourself, am I staying committed to my goals, even when I don't see immediate results? Am I disciplined in my work and daily habits to build a strong foundation? Do I have enough patience to wait for the right moment, instead of taking shortcuts? If you're committed to being more patient and disciplined on your journey, type 77 in the comments. No one succeeds alone. Great people always have a community that supports them. Find like-minded individuals. You need people who will lift you up and encourage you when you feel discouraged. Stay away from negativity. Limit interactions with those who constantly complain and bring you down. Learn from those who have walked the path before you. Successful people have faced difficulties. They can help you avoid mistakes and move forward faster. Do you have someone who inspires you? Share about them in the comments and don't forget to type 77. One of the biggest reasons people don't achieve success is because they quit right before their breakthrough. Imagine a farmer planting crops. He works on the field for months, but if he gives up just 1 week before harvest time, he will never see the fruits of his labor. Life works the same way. Success might be just one step away, but if you quit too soon, you'll never know what could have been. Are you currently facing a challenge where you feel like giving up? Type 77 in the comments so we can encourage each other. If you're going through a tough time, remember you are not alone. Every challenge has a purpose. Keep believing, keep taking action, keep being patient, and success will come to you at the right time. Which lesson from this post resonated with you the most? Leave a comment with 77 and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving inspiring lessons like this.